Let's have a look at another compound unit. This time, density. What is density? It's a compound unit where density is mass divided by volume. Let's try something fairly complicated. How do you find the mass when you know the volume and the density? So here's an example. The density of magnesium is 1.75 grams per cubic centimetre. That is, each cubic centimetre weighs 1.75 grams. Find the mass of 20 cubic centimetres. So write in your formula. Density is mass divided by volume. Substitute in, see what you've got. So I know that the density is 1.75. I don't know the mass. I do know the volume is 20. So this is a similar question to the last set. I want to know what this unknown m is. So I need to get that on its own. It's not on its own at the moment because it's divided by 20. So I need to undo that divided by 20. I need to multiply by 20. If I multiply by 20 on this side, I multiply by 20 on this side. So what we're saying here is that each cubic centimetre weighs 1.75 grams, and I've got 20 cubic centimetres. So that's 20 lots of 1.75. 20 times 1.75, I would probably use a calculator for that. Comes out at 35. So I can say then that the mass is 35 grams. Okay. Time for you to have a go. Pause the video. Continue when you're ready. So, density is mass divided by volume. Substitute in, replace letters by numbers wherever you can. So, D for density, 1.75. M is the unknown, it's the answer to our question. V is 10. I want to get M on its own so I can find out what it is. It's not on its own at the moment because it's divided by 10. So I undo that divided by 10. I'm multiplying by 10. If I do it on this side, I do the same thing on this side. So 1.75 times by 10 gives me 17.5. The mass is 17.5 grams. Okay, if you're a little bit confused by the units, well, what units have I got here? I've got grams per cubic centimetre and I've got cubic centimetres here. What units do I need for my answer to make that work? Well, it's got to be the matching ones. It's got to be the grams. Okay. Notice I've got 10 cubic centimetres here, 20 cubic centimetres here. This is twice as much as this. This answer is twice as much as this. Summary. Remind yourself what density is. It's mass divided by volume. Remind yourself what grams per cubic centimetre mean. They mean grams divided by cubic centimetres. And note that density could be in other units. So things like kilograms per cubic metres. But notice this is still a unit for mass. This is still a unit for volume. All right, have a go at the questions. Get in touch with me if you've got any problems.